Hello guys, it's Jonesy316 here, bringing you another episode of Jonesy Chinwag with yours truly, Delimeat here. Yeah, he's back on the show. I thought I'd ask him, and some some more fucking questions because apparently the Slim Shady of gaming or the Slim Shady of Twitch has also been at it again. As I was saying, considering what has the Slim Shady of Twitch been going up to? Audio issues are always fun. Yes, they are.
Well,
they are.
I was thinking about it. The first time that you interviewed me was just after I'd been cancelled the first time. I just yeah, it was when the whole stuff happened with with me owning women and all that. Yeah, there you go. I didn't say names, guys, just because.
Well.
There's been no. You can Jonesy. You can ask anything you want, but for some reason I can get attacked, but I can't say people's names.
Well,
but I mean,
this is my talk show. If anybody has anything to say about it,
there may be people because I was streaming just the other day, and someone in my chat referenced another cancellation. So then someone came into my chat and started some stuff about me talking about it. So apparently I can get attacked, but I can't speak about it. Anyway, but yeah,
right. Well, I'll start questioning in a minute.
It's quite funny that we at the latest cancellation wasn't too long ago. I think it was about a month ago.
Yeah.
And now you're interviewing me again. So I'm starting to think you've got something to do with it, Jonesy. Jonesy's like, I need some content, right? Let's get Deli cancelled again.
hey, this show's now called not only Jonesy Chinwag, let's get Deli cancelled. I'm going to be Donald Trump here. Let's get Deli cancelled. Apparently, I'm the Donald Trump of Twitch now. Let's get Deli cancelled.
There we go.
So
we're creating a whole character references.
Yeah, we're creating character references. He's the Slim Shady of Twitch. I'm the Donald Trump of Twitch.
I like it.
There you go. Apparently. But yeah, I didn't mean to mention names, but yeah, I had to say
no, go for it. I mean, yeah, we can say names. I'm more than happy to get messy.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's my show. I did say truth would come out. I warned people truth would come out, and it did.
And when we spoke, I said anything goes. So
yeah, there you go.
I guess we made this mess ourselves.
Yeah, pretty much. This would be full of controversy, though. I've got to say. But yeah, anyways, your cancellation.
Yeah. Okay, I've got to be careful because after this latest one, I promised my team that we wouldn't. Nothing else would happen for a while, which is very hard when you're me to not cause it. But yeah, it was kind of a weird one, because it was a very close friend of mine, or that I thought was friends, and it was kind of one of those friendships that kind of burn out. And then she went and posted a bunch of edited DMs, accusing me of being a misogynist and she attached all the just say no stuff to it.
Right.
But me and her were really close and really good friends. Yeah. So, and we had a romantic relationship to a point. We were never together or anything like that, but there was romance involved. So it came as a bit of a shocker to me, especially because I'd done a huge fundraiser for this girl, and we'd raised £1,500, I think, or something like that. We'd raised a heap of money. It was someone I spent a lot of time with, and I would class as almost like a best friend. So when all that stuff came out, I was kind of taken aback. And then the tweet got viewed something like 100,000 times.
Fucking hell! That's one of my tweets should fucking do it.
And I received a lot of hate. But what was quite funny about it all is because it was such a hack job, and a very obvious hack job, because she'd painted me out to be this sexual predator, but then she befriended, I mean, you've said his name, she befriended Mental Militia, who was an actual sexual predator and that I'd outed, and 10 women had spoken about him.
Right.
preying on them. So there was actual evidence that this man's a sexual predator.
Right.
So you're befriending a sexual predator to come at me and attack me for apparently being that. It was the most insane. It felt like I was in a comedy film. I was just sat there like my whole team. I was with my team talking to them. I was like, this can't be real.
Bit of deja vu there.
It was just one of those things. Like, this has got to be fictional because I had screenshot every DM.
Yeah.
So I had DMs where this girl had sent me pictures of herself.
Right.
This girl had called me, sexual names and stuff like that. So I'd got all the evidence. So I was never sweating it. I was like, this is just funny. So then I had to do a whole stream and reference it all and go through the entire chat history, and it all got put to bed. I lost one follower.
Yeah.
So it did absolutely nothing to me. And if anything, people know I love the attention, so I was in my element.
Yeah, we all know you love your attention at the end of the day. Especially me, when I've seen loads of your streams and all. It's been, especially the one stream we referenced to last time, the anger stream. I mean, I thought when I did my anger stream, I thought I was bad, but Jesus Christ.
No, I can turn up sometimes.
But yeah,
it was good fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I can understand that. At the end of the day, it sounds good fun, right? So we've got some questions from chat that I'm going to
fantastic.
ask. They are not obviously. I don't think they're from your community yet, but one's from Hazard, from my community. How tall are you?
How tall am I? I'm 6'3".
Really?
Do you want me to start? I mean, like I don't. All I'll do is just disappear.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
6'3". I mean, you can check my Instagram.
Well,
but yeah,
don't come near me, Dan. You'll be a fucking giant. We'll be jacking the fucking beanstalk.
How tall are you, Jonesy?
About 5 foot, about 5'10", 5'11". We are in 30 minutes, nearly. So we have a surprise for him, by the way, guys.
I'm nervous.
It'll come at 30 minutes in. It will come at 30 minutes in. We are 23 minutes in. So obviously we've got to keep him chatting for a little bit. Anybody else got any more questions until we reveal his surprise? Because it should be fun. It should be fun because the person is coming on soon.
I love that.
The person is coming on soon. You don't know who they are.
That's what makes me nervous.
I know who they are. You don't.
Brett, we know we ain't talking about that shit. This is what's quite funny.
US?
Yeah, we ain't talking about that. No, so this is what's quite funny. I think Jonesy, you'll be able to kind of relate to this. Is kind of your first year or so on Twitch is a real learning curve.
Yeah.
Of not just learning how to stream and how to be a streamer, but also how much to share and how much to open up to people.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that I learned, it's that to keep a lot of your personal things as private as possible.
Yeah.
Because people do weaponize them and do use them. I've had very public relationships on Twitch.
Yeah.
I've let people know things about my personal life that I probably shouldn't have. Even just stuff like my job where I work. And it's destroyed them. I've had full-on relationships on Twitch and everyone's known about it. And it just causes so much aggro. I've talked very openly about things I've got going on in my life, whether it be mental health, physical health, and then it gets exploited.
Yeah. See, I can understand that because obviously when I first came on here, I came on here without no fucking experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna be honest, I should have looked into it. I did not. It was a friend of mine actually. He didn't say to come on here, but I actually thought it looked fun. And then when I did, I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking learning curve. This is gonna be fucking fun."
I think it's just the human element, the human part of Twitch, making friends with people and building relationships with people, and overly investing in those relationships, and then they go awry or go wrong because it turns out the friendship wasn't what you thought it was. Trusting people that you probably shouldn't have because the communities can be quite incestuous.
Yeah.
So like, especially the last 6 months, I've taken a lot of time to think about what I put out there publicly, because even stuff like my mental health, for those who don't know, it all got put out there on blast by the person that tried to cancel me, which was amazing. An amazing thing for someone to share is someone else's mental struggles. But yeah, I was in therapy recently, and I didn't share that myself,
Yeah.
but I shared it with someone I trusted, and then they used that against me. So what I've taken the time to do over the last few months is become more private in the space, because I don't know how you feel about it, Jonesy, but you've been here as long as I have. But you do have to be very careful of who you befriend and who you let into your inner circle.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I only trust those people that seem legit, not that aren't. If you get me. So,
yeah,
like for example, you. I only go into their stream. I go into their streams at least more than once to see, to like sort of, let's say, what's the word? Key them up. Is that make sense? Key them up.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Does everyone else know what I mean? Because obviously Delhi does. To basically weigh them up. There you go. Weigh them up. That's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
You trust two people on Twitch. That's it. See, that's the thing, Brit. I trust. I'm gonna shout them out now. I know people might or might not know them. These are the people I trust on Twitch. All right. Obviously Delhi's one of them. Probably Brit would be another one. Even though I haven't been in her streams recently, but I don't know when.
It's because she doesn't stream anymore.
Oh, doesn't she?
She's lame.
She don't stream no more.
She does, but just very rarely. So she does the
odd one.
Let's Talk About It with me every Saturday.
Yeah. Hello, how are you, my friend? Clara GFX.
Seems like a legit name right there.
Yeah, seems like a legit name.
We've got to give him a chance, though.
Yeah, we gotta give him a chance. How are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you? But yeah, like I said, literally talking about this. You're one I trust. Brett would probably be one I trust. By the way, don't take offence to those. Obviously, I haven't named in this. Katie would be another one.
Katie's great.
Yeah, Jay Horner would be another one. And probably that would be it. As far as it. Probably. But there's probably a lot more on my list. It's just my memory is fucking terrible on names. It's fucking terrible.
And the thing is, the difference between friendship and trust are two very different things. You can be friends with someone but be hesitant about kind of investing your personal energy into them. But as someone like me who at one point we've kind of readjusted.
Yeah.
But when I first did the We Rise thing, that's what built the community. And that's what kind of built the community that was, had people like me, Mental Militia, and those type of people at the kind of leading the community, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Until that community kind of fractured.
Yeah.
And when you have a community as big as that and you invest in so many people, you don't realize until you pull away how much of your energy you were putting into it.
Well, it's true, Brett. Honestly, I probably do trust you out of all the streamers I have met. I'm going to be honest. Hey, J-Dot, how are you? Welcome in.
Hey, big man.
The obviously guest I had on last week. How are you, Jay?
He did great as well, by the way.
He did.
I've spoken to him several times since.
Yeah.
But I was super proud of him. Super proud of him.
Oh yeah. You can also visit my official Instagram name. We have got a graphics designer. I do not need any graphics designs done right now. I'm afraid I have actually got a graphics designer already, an actual personal one, who actually does my graphics designs technically, which is D-Rad Punks. He is the one that I have doing my graphic design.
And he's done a great job.
Oh yeah, he has. I did this one, but the other ones he did. I'm gonna be honest. I did the ones referring to this one, but other than that, I pretty much got one. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it?
You've got to love it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm afraid I don't. Anyways, it is 30 minutes in, I believe. So, considering that, we should not pack it up, but we should reveal who this surprise guest is, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's do it, guys. I am going to obviously end the call right now, and we are going to call the people who, or the people, obviously.
Surprise guests.
Yeah, it is a surprise guest. We have one. They know who they are, but does Deli? No, he don't. Right, we are going to end the call, and I am going to call the surprise guest along with Deli right now. So let's do this. Hello.
How we doing?
I'm doing all right.
Ain't no way.
Yes, it
Ain't
is.
no way.
It is.
Ain't no way. I've got to share a stage with this motherfucker. I do this once a week already.
Bear with me. There we go. How are you? How are you, Brett?
Oh, she. Oh,
I am doing good.
Look at her with her fancy shit. She made an effort and everything. I know she don't dress up for work like that.
There we go. There is the surprise guest, everybody. It is Britt herself, literally. Yeah, so obviously, how are you doing, Britt?
I'm actually doing great today. How are you?
I'm doing
How are
fine.
you, Dilly?
Does the work know you're here?
I took off.
Oh shit! Oh, Jonesy, you got to take the day off and shit.
I organised it.
Half a
I
day.
literally organised it. I can't remember when I organised it, that is.
It was sometime last week.
Yeah, sometime last week I organised it because I did say Delimeat was coming on the show, and I asked her and her sister, thinking her sister was her. Bear with me, guys, on that. Deli technically confused me. Yeah, it's not hard to confuse me.
No, it's not. It's not hard when they basically got the same name.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, our mother does well.
It's quite funny because those that don't know Brie, OK Brie on Twitch, amazing woman, one of my favorite people. She's my executive assistant. She organizes my diary. She does so much more than that as well. She communicates with everybody on my behalf. She has got a thankless task. But she messaged me when she was talking to you, and she was like, "Ellie, I think he thinks I'm Brit."
Yeah, I
And then
fucking
she
did.
messaged me too.
I fucking did think she was Brit, alright? I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
it's very easily done.
And then obviously when she was like, you know, she was I asked her to appear on the show thinking she was Brit. So it was like, hang on, I don't think you're Brit now. I was fucking like shit.
She does stream, but she's very very new to the space.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, very new.
I was gonna get her on the show as well.
I don't know. The amount of anxiety that caused Brie. I would watch it. I would watch that. I would watch that shit. But yeah.
Was gonna get her on today's show, but she couldn't appear, unfortunately.
What's it like working for Deli? Brie would have so much to fucking say.
I do have a question for Brett, though. I will say.
Okay.
How's it
up?
working for Deli?
Oh, he's a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually absolutely amazing and heartwarming and wonderful. Don't get a fucking smile on your face, you fucking egotistical cunt. Okay? He's actually wonderful to work for, though. Like, we do so much together, and literally whenever, like, he says that we talk, like, all the time, people are like, oh, yeah, whatever. But, like, we really are always messaging each other, like, what do you think about this? What's your thoughts on this? And it's just back and forth all day. And it might not be anything that's, like, holding any weight, but it's just, like, a random message at midnight from me to him when it's first thing in the morning. He's like, what do you think about this? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me think about it in the morning whenever I wake up, and I'll get back to you. So yeah, I mean, it's great.
6 o'clock in this time, Deli.
No, yeah, like we really don't stop working. Like it's a 24-hour operation.
Oh yeah, always.
And
always
that's part of the reason for moving to the States too. That made sense when the opportunity arose, because the amount we're growing and stuff is crazy, and that's what's so beautiful about mine and Brit's relationship is. So I started TMGC by myself, like at the very start of my streaming journey.
Yeah.
And then Yasha joined. Shout out to Yasha as well. He's sick at the moment, so shout out to that boy. Obviously, he's not on the team anymore.
Yeah.
And then Britt came on soon after. So seeing where the company has gone, where it was just like the four of us. So it was me, Yasha, Britt, and Ash. Shout out to Enraged and Ashy.
Yeah.
Seeing where that's gone, what we have now, where we've got like 20 plus people on the team. We've got I've got an executive assistant who helps me run my side of things. People like Church, who's in the chat, who edits for the team. Amazing friend of mine, known him since I very first started streaming. We've got esports coaches, esports managers, 2 esports teams, content creating divisions. It's crazy, and all that's happened in just over 12 months.
Yeah.
And also we've got a clothing line.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
www.tmwchapters.com.
I'm going to say this. I'm actually glad he's been in different. I'm going to say this. I'm actually glad he's been in different mess because although you hate to be a part of that, it's a positive thing to know you can face adversity and know how to continue growing from roadblocks. Because if you look at it like it's life, basically, you get hit with stuff. How do you get back up? How do you respond? Not off impulse. You respond positive and you keep going. Super proud of you, Deli, because the things you've been through makes you stronger, makes you better in a sense.
Appreciate that, Dot. That's so true. And that's kind of, it's not just me though, Dot. You guys, I mean, you know me, you and Slush had a phone call the other day. Shout out to Slush Puppy on Twitch. He's just signed for the team.
Oh yeah.
So Dot and Slush are actually going to be. Dot and Slush are actually going to have their own show on TMW. That the first episode or the first stream airs on the 25th, I think we said.
Oh right.
But I kind of said it's a great everything that I've been through on Twitch.
Yeah.
Not only I go through, my entire team does. And what I will say is a huge testament to the team that I and we have built is no one switched up, no one changed sides, no one kind of left. And that's what was amazing is they were literally going, this man's a sexual predator, and my team turned around and went, no, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
I mean,
I
saw that.
No one changed. Yeah, I mean, Britt, I literally, because even though my team was amazing and they all were like, we trust you, Deli, don't worry about it, we'll get through it.
Yeah.
But I was still the guy going, no, let me give you access to everything. So Britt, who is the woman at the highest point in the company,
yeah.
I was like, Britt, here's my login for everything. I just want you to go through everything and tell me where I went wrong.
Yeah.
And she went through everything. And she was like, well, Deli, like, you could have done this better. But there is nothing in there that says that's disgusting or horrible. Like, it was very obviously just a natural relationship you had. Which
like I said in the comments just a little bit ago when you first started talking about it, it always was and always appeared, and even reading through was just 2 adults having adult conversations through messages. Like,
yeah.
And nobody can really like say like, oh, that's wrong. Like, so you don't have adult conversations with your adult friends? Like,
no, I say this: if you had a relationship with a woman for a prolonged period of time, when you two argue, you would definitely not want those messages shown, because we all say horrible things in the heat of an argument. And if I'm quite honest, me personally, I know what I could have done better. But we're humans at the end of the day. Asking for perfection from a human is just impossible. It's an impossible thing to do.
Yeah.
None of us are fucking perfect, you know. But if I'm honest, that's done and gone. Like, we handled it, and that's the thing. I think to get back more onto like what we're doing now and kind of who we are as a team. The label that is put on us, because Britt recently had her own little spat. But the thing that's put on us where
they call me out like that.
They cause mess and they're always in mess. I would like someone to go somewhere and find where we actually started any mess. Like, what happens is mess is brought to us, and then we address it on the playing field it's presented.
Yeah.
Because if you come into my DMs and have a conversation with me and go, Deli, you're a piece of shit, I will reply to you in the DMs and go, why? No one will ever hear about it because it's in the DMs. If you go onto Twitter and use my name, I'm going to address it. Yeah. Not anymore, because what I noticed and kind of what it showed me, that last cancellation, and then there was another one fairly recently that wasn't as big, is people are using, and this isn't even an ego thing, it's just evidence-based.
Yeah.
People are using my name to virtue signal or to gain attention for themselves because I'm very loud and I'm very different in the way I stream. I literally, and this is complete evidence-based.
Smile.
I know. I saw it. Like, damn, I'm trying to listen.
Sorry,
well, Britt saw it. A guy bought my name and my team, and he had the biggest stream he's ever had.
Yeah.
He said that. He said that in his stream. It's the most views I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So the evidence is there that they use my name to garner attention.
Hey, can I do it?
You 100% can, Jonesy.
No, yeah, you can try.
No,
go for it.
I mean, can I cause a rivalry with you so I can,
No, 100%. Yeah, we can do it. We can do a fake beef. We can do a fake beef.
Yeah,
we'll plan something up.
Yeah, just cook something up in the kitchen so I can, get myself a bit, get myself a bit.
We'll make our first. We'll make our first fabricated.
I won't do that.
Stage discussion.
Yeah, a bit of a stage discussion. I'll come on your show and say to you, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, Britt be like,
Britt does it once a week anyway.
Oh.
Wait, what? A week?
No, I mean where we stream together.
I was about to say once a week.
Hey,
every stream.
This is why I do this show, guys. It causes a lot of controversy from Delimeat. I missed it. Sorry about that. But yeah, literally, this TNW then. Obviously, how did it start?
All right, so we had TMGC, which for those that weren't there at the start, was the Meat Gaming channel.
Yeah, I remember.
So that's when I first started streaming, and which was absolutely fucking ludicrous because I didn't game. I don't game. Like, I played video games for maybe the last 12 months. Before that, I was doing other shit.
Oh, yeah.
But my background is in like marketing and business and fashion.
Yeah.
That's what for the last decade, that's what I did as a job. So I thought I wanted to start a company, and that seemed appropriate.
Yeah.
But then very quickly, I did the first We Rise stream within 6 weeks of streaming, which was absolutely amazing. Gosh, Josh was on there, who you've got coming up. Who else did we have? Ravage Gaming.
Yeah.
And Letters.
Yeah.
One of the people who actually got me into streaming.
Oh yeah.
Good friend of Brits as well. We love Letters. But there was like 12 or 15 streamers on there. Yash was on there. And then I did the round table, which was an amazing stream I did as well, and I kept up for a little while. But we did all these talk shows that then formulated into doing regular talk shows, like Let's Talk About It and Real Talk.
Yeah, I tune into Let's Talk About It. Let's put it that way.
yeah, amazing. And what it turned into is the fact that, like, I realized that I don't have to game to be a great streamer, because if I was to game on stream, fuck, I would fail.
You fail at Hogwarts Legacy. There you go.
Yeah. How do you fuck up Hogwarts Legacy? Watch Delimeat streams.
Yeah, there you go. It's not a tutorial, guys.
And that shit was on easy.
Really?
But no, it wasn't.
I didn't think so.
It's because I don't talk. Because I talk.
Yeah.
You watch 4 hours of my stream, you're gonna get about 15 minutes of gameplay.
Maybe.
I know.
Maybe.
3 hours of that is talking.
Yeah, and then we started we had the podcast. Yeah, it really is. We had the podcast, and then I started building the clothing line. So that I started building that 12 months ago.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what is it that I'm trying to create?
Yeah.
And we've got the Discord as well, by the way. The Discord, one of the most amazing places on planet Earth.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying
Absolutely.
that. I'm not just saying that because I don't really do anything apart from it's my brand. Brit is the one that does all the Discord, and she's done an amazing job with it. Unbelievable fucking job, and I couldn't have done that without her. And then I was like thinking, what am I trying to create? And what TMW is, and what my idea was, is to create a world where we can escape to. Because the world is a fucking horrible place.
Mm-hmm.
It's a monstrous place. It's a horrible place to exist in 90% of the time. So I want to create somewhere where people can escape and immerse themselves in. But it'd be very real. Because what I saw a lot on Twitch are people who are very fake nice. Come in here, it's safe, it's all inclusive. And then you realise it's not. It's inclusive if you fit their cookie cutter mold.
Yeah.
So that's why I did streams. I did so many streams that were called "This is not a safe place," because I was so sick. I was so sick of going on Twitch and seeing people with their stream title like playing fucking Harvest Moon #safe place, and I was like, bro, it's not. You're lying because if you don't fit what their mold is, then you're not going to be part of it. That's what happened to me. I got excommunicated from that community because I didn't fit the mold. It was nothing to do. It was nothing to do with what I was doing. It was because I didn't fit what they were trying to create.
I'll connect you with them.
Yeah. Talking of guests, though, did you guess the surprise? Did you? Or did you?
Yeah. Did you?
Oh, 100%. No, I did because I'll tell you this, Jones. Even though I bullshitted at the start, I was like, "Oh, I love surprises." I fucking hate surprises. And if there's one motherfucker that knows I hate surprises, it's Brit. So if you had a surprise, I knew she was in on it.
Oh yeah, I discussed it with Brit literally. And
I have like not talked to you for the past week unless I've had to.
And I talked with Brit last week, and I got her on. I literally got her on board, and I said to Delimeat, I said to her, "Don't tell Deli because she didn't tell me you hated surprise."
When you said don't tell Deli, I was like, I can't talk to him because like literally like we have that friendship that like when we hop on the phone. Like, we're sitting on the phone for, like, 3 to 5 hours, just, like, spewing everything, just talking about life and business and just everything that, like, anything goes. So, like, we're just talking, and, like, I'll be like, oh, well, this happened, and I got this coming up, and he'll be like, oh, well, this happened, and I knew. I just knew. I was like, if I get on the phone with him, I will 1,000% be like, oh, by the way, I'm going on a talk show with you next week.
Yeah, I basically told her not to tell you because, I didn't know you didn't hate surprise. I didn't know you hated surprises.
Oh, like I'm like
I'm
like the biggest asshole. Like I hate Christmas. I hate my birthday. Like I'm the worst person.
He's a fucking Grinch.
Grinch right here.
I worked all Christmas last year.
Oh,
yeah, he's a Scrooge all the way, like on everything. We'll change that.
Yeah, do you like humbugs?
Mint humbugs, yes, 100%. But and to be fair though, I do like this because like me and Britt haven't really got to talk about our relationship or like be asked about it because we've been through a lot. Like in the last like 15 to 16 months of me streaming or us streaming, and we built up an amazing friendship alongside all that catastrophe. Because typically because people, this is the other thing, when people have an issue with me, they never come and talk to me, they go to Brit every fucking time.
So do you get a lot of complaints then, Brit?
I get a lot of like people that message me about him, and I feel like,
hey Gosh Games, how are you doing?
So obviously whenever you do your streams, you kind of like show pieces of yourself that you're okay with showing. And like I do typically show like the caring, talkative, like thoughtful side of me, but like I rarely have a chance to show off the fact that like I'm going to speak my mind and I'm also going to tell you what the fuck is up. Like, if you have a question, we can talk about it.
Yeah. And
that's one of the things that put me and Deli, like, so close to one another because, like, we're both just, like, real people.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me a question, you're 1000% going to get the answer to that question. I don't care if you like it or not. You wanted my answer, here it is.
Yeah.
And he's the same way. So, like, a lot of times I'll get messages about him, and I'm just like, why the fuck are you messaging me? Like, you don't have a problem with me. You have a problem with him. Be an adult and take it up with him. Like, if you have a problem with me, we can talk about it all day. But, like, I'm not getting in that shit because I already know what he's going to tell you.
Yeah.
So, you go for that.
Apparently, Josh Games messages you when he has a deli question.
He does.
Yeah.
Which,
No,
like,
I mean,
I'm completely fine with it. Like, I'll answer a lot of shit, but, like, when people come to me with, like, conflicts with him, I'm like, that is not me. That is not my problem. You can reach out to him like a big boy.
But they never do because they're not big boys. I get applications. I do. Brit or Brie get applications for Team W on a daily basis. People say, "How do I get on Team W? How do I join Team W?" And they'll always tell them like Deli handpicks who joins.
Yeah.
We can suggest people to him, but he's the one that like gives the go ahead.
Absolutely.
And when I do have conversations with people, like if they ask for a meeting or something, I do warn them that your feelings are probably going to get hurt. Because I'll tell you, if you want to know why I won't put you on the team right now, I'll tell you. But don't ask for honesty and then get hurt when you get honesty. And we see it. Like, people have a meeting with me and then straight after the meeting we'll leave the Discord.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm cool with it. Like, because
So
I think
if you don't mind me asking, what's it take?
So there are several like criteria that you have to hit just to be considered, and there are reasons behind it all. But one of the key attributes is you have to be able to display that you have built your own brand.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people join orgs or companies or whatever. We're more of a company because there's more than just streaming behind it. But orgs, like streaming orgs, like a great one, Fear, an org that I work with quite closely. Shout out to Kings, who owns Fear.
Yeah.
They will take people on and from the very start of their journeys, right? Which is great to do because if that's your MO, that's your MO. But when you have something like TMW that carries a little bit of weight, I'm very proud of what we built, so I believe our brand does carry weight within the community. People try to use that to further their own brand rather than building their own personal brand.
Yeah.
So someone like Slush and Dot will tell you, I had a conversation with them about the show that they're going to be doing on the brand every week. And what I said to them is that I want that to be their brand. So they are building something for themselves because I want us all to win.
Yeah.
I don't want people joining TMW and TMW being their brand because it's not your brand.
Yeah.
It's not. You will leave one day and we will carry on. It's just a way. Everything has a lifeline. Everything has a timeline.
So basically, you're like a cog in the machine, but the machine will just keep turning. Sort of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. When someone joins, what I want you to do is join, create something amazing for yourself with inside TMW, and then take that and fly away like a bird leaving the nest. Yeah. We're a platform. We're a vehicle for your own success.
I was just interested, was all, because obviously this TMW or what used to be TM.
It used to be TMGC and now TMW.
Yeah. And then you rebranded it. And I was wondering why you rebranded it. I will say, I was like,
It's just because it didn't fit. So the Meat Gaming channel, it was never a gaming channel at any point really. And like I said previously, like I wanted something that was more globally appealing because when you're having conversations like I am with like sponsors and other companies and other businesses about future works, it needs to be more marketable as a brand.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't stick TMGC inside of a t-shirt.
Yeah.
because it would make no sense. You're
Oh.
wearing something that's this gaming channel inside it. Whereas when you look inside, like the inside of like the hoodie that we've got there, let me grab it.
Well, while Delimeat obviously grabs his hoodie, to those of you that want to come on the show, you are more than welcome. Just contact me on
But like
Twitter.
inside these, where it says, find it. Whereas it says like there, it says the Meat World, a tale told in chapters. It makes more sense. It's more appealing to the eye, and when you're trying to sell something, like I remember we had a conversation recently with a potential sponsor we're working with soon, and they kind of speak about key selling points, which like luckily because of my background. I'm quite well versed in talking about. But when people talk about key selling points, you have to be able to display where your business is going to be in 5 years. Because that's what you get asked a lot is, where is your business going to be in 5 years? Where are we going to be with you if we go on that journey with you? And having the gaming channel just made no sense. It wasn't something I could sell. Whereas the Meat World and it being a universe that people exist inside of, like that... No one else is doing that in the streaming space. I don't believe so anyway.
Obviously you've got that Let's Talk About It show as well. What made you come to
that? So me and Britt did a lot of content together. So the concept originally came to my mind that I wanted to do something with Britt in general because we used to stream DMZ together, which doesn't exist anymore, and that's how we kind of built the community. And Britt was doing amazing. I still say to this day that if DMZ was still a thing, Britt will be partnered by now. The community she had was crazy. But we wanted to work together. And one of the things that me and Britt do very well is speak very openly and rawly about anything. So me and Britt were talking about doing a show together, and then because I create 90% of the graphics that we use, just because branding is very important to me. So I don't really like anyone else touching the branding. That's one thing that I've done a lot of growth, which Britt will attest to, because I never let people do anything, and now I'm quite good at it. I'm getting better, but like branding and graphics that we use on a regular basis, like I don't like anyone touching that shit. So I sent it to her, and she was like, "Yes, that's the name, that's the title." Because it was just that. Like, you want to talk about, and I apologize to chat, but it's been a topic that came up. You want to talk about a relationship that consists of aggressive fisting? Let's talk about it. You want to talk about...
Definitely. We definitely had like a lot of different things that we could talk about. Like, you should have seen the shared notes that we had through Apple's notes.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, Apple's notes.
Yeah, we had the Apple notes that like we both had shared. And anytime that an idea just popped into either of our heads, we could type it in there and it would just, be between both of us. But when we opened it up to like tell other people's stories and like they wanted to anonymously tell their story and get our opinions on it and other people's opinions and just talk about it. So we opened it up for that, and the amount of just heartbreaking and gut-wrenching stories that we got through that we talked about, like the one that he so graciously brought up. There was so much that we covered, and like a lot of people like he definitely said earlier, like they were like, oh, it's a porn cast, because we were trying to talk about the importance of not being ashamed to like own adult toys or be comfortable in your body, like just normal fucking shit that people have like when you're younger, everybody shames it, like, oh, you shouldn't do that, they're gonna tease you, and like we're all adults, like it's okay to like know your own body and understand it. So like that was kind of the things that we were trying to spread, is just positivity of being happy. Just be fucking happy.
So the
and people are like,
negativity. basically.
Oh, we got so much kickback for it. So much.
I think there was one episode in general, wasn't there, that you got quite a bit of hate for. I think that's what I've heard, isn't it?
Which one? There was a couple.
God, I can't remember which one it was. It was quite a while back.
So there was a big one on sexual identity that got a lot of kickback, and then there was one on BDSM that got a lot of kickback as well.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask about that one.
Which one?
Both.
So the first one I'll say first. So what the identity one?
Yeah.
Because the other one actually led down a much different path. So the identity one was with Cairo, who identifies as non-binary.
Okay.
And that got taken onto Twitch, and basically Cairo got into a huge argument with someone who isn't keen on me and funds the guy who has an issue with me.
Right.
And that got carried on and blown up to something much bigger. And that's kind of what got that's when they really started attacking the podcast as being a porncast. Because it was like, oh, well, you can't take them seriously anyway because they do a porncast.
Yeah.
Because we discuss sex. But either way, I don't give a fuck. And then the BDSM one, that was kind of part of the whole... we went through like a month of doing kind of kinks. And we did the rice purity tests and stuff like that. Not all on Let's Talk About It, but during that period, it was during that time where my streams were very sexualized as well. And that's kind of what got misconstrued as well, because it was kind of seen that I was instigating it, when really it was just a community thing, like a bunch of adults who enjoy talking about sex. And some of that was on Let's Talk About It. And that's what kind of fed into what you're talking about, where it got blew up, and that's kind of what helped fuel the cancellation. But what Let's Talk About It was, and it still is so pivotal in creating, is conversation surrounding things that us on a in a real life situation don't discuss. We don't discuss sexual health enough. We're not taught about it enough. We don't talk about people's in relationships to consenting adults. Don't talk enough about what each other enjoys. So let's talk about it. Why don't we discuss those things? So from the outside, I understand why some people look at it and go, "Oh, they're talking about bondage." Oh, it must be sexualized. When actually, if you actually come and actually engage and listen, what we're actually talking about is you're into bondage and you want to introduce that into your relationship. How do you have those conversations? But when you only see it from the outside and you don't actually view it, you're going to think it's just that because you as an idiot don't want to actually go out and research. You want to listen to what you got told by this other guy.
Well, that was another one of the big things too. Like, a lot of people came in and they judged it, but they didn't realize that the people that were already there, like, interacting with the stream, were some of the same people that were submitting topics and questions and stories and things that they wanted to hear us cover, because we started off with kind of like our own ideas, but it fully blossomed into what the community wanted to hear about and what they wanted to see.
Thank you for coming on the show, guys. I am going to be popping off now. I will see you later. Okay, bye.
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 Bye. Sorry, that's...